Hello, and happy Valentine's Day. I am so excited for Valentine's Day this year. And so we're gonna get all cutesied up. I was originally going to curl my hair normally, and then I was like, maybe I might mix it up and do like one of the tighter curls to make like it extra poofy. But I think I've come back around and decided to just do it normal. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. But I thought it'd be fun to talk about my experience with Valentine's Day over the years. Just because, it's on theme and I've got a couple of kind of interesting stories. But yeah, so Valentine's Day. Fun fact about me, I think I have only had a Valentine for 3 Valentine's Days out of the, I guess, 21, I think, that I've experienced, one for each year. Or would it be 22? I don't know. I think it's 21. Yeah, 21. Or 22. I don't know, however many it is. I've only ever had Valentine's for 3 years, and the last 2 years have been my now husband. So that makes sense. And then the other one was this one guy I dated for a while in high school. And that was it. Other than that, I never really was one to have Valentine's. As a kid, this goes back to when I was a kid. I never really understood the whole like having a crush thing. And so and occasionally like a guy, another kid would tell me that like he had a crush on me. I was just like, what do you mean? Like, what does that mean? Like, what? And so, yeah, as a kid, I never had any Valentines or anything like that. I think a couple of times, maybe like a guy friend or something, like would ask me, and I'd just be like, why? Like, I genuinely did not get it. I was maybe a little bit dense. But no, I never understood that as a kid. Never really got into it. So I never really did much. I just enjoyed. My favorite thing about Valentine's Day as a kid, well, 2 things. So every year for Valentine's Day, my mom gives each of me and my siblings like a cute little gift, and like sometimes it's just like some candies and stuff, and like other times it would just be like a small like cute little $10 to $15 item. I think my favorite thing I ever remember getting from her for Valentine's Day was this like little mini Lego farm set thing. So it like came with a little farmer and I think some like little Lego pigs. Cutest thing ever. I remember it to this day. I loved it so much. So that was the top-notch gift I got from her. This year she gave me a bunch of cute little, so I don't eat a ton of snacks and treats, but she gave me some fruit snacks because I do occasionally eat fruit snacks, and then a couple other little things like that. And then this really cute little like water bottle because I work at my parents' house. That's where I have all my Pokemon stuff. And so she's like, I thought this way, instead of just borrowing weird cups from the kitchen, you can have like your own little special water bottle. And so I thought that was so cute. So I'm kind of excited about that. But yeah, so this year I'm excited. I've got like a fun little date night planned with my husband, and it's going to be really fun. Actually, it brings me back to Legos because our plan is we're going to go out for dinner and then we're going to go home and build Legos, which is like the best Valentine's date ever. Like, of all of the things in the world to do on Valentine's Day, building Legos I think is the best one. So, maybe this will be even better than the year that I got Lego pigs for Valentine's Day. So I'm pretty excited about that. But anyways, I thought I'd get into a couple of interesting stories from past Valentine's Days. I think this first one was from 2 years ago. I think it was 2. It might have been 3 though. Not totally sure. But I worked at this card shop, and it was my main job at the time. It was more like a part-time job. I was still like doing a little bit of like selling cards on YouTube and stuff as well, but it was my main job at the time. And I remember like Valentine's Day was coming up, and my boss was working on schedules for that week, and I had a lot of input, like if I wanted to work certain times or if like I didn't want to work. My boss was very, very understanding of that. Like, it was such a chill environment. Like, legitimately there were like 3, I think, of us regular employees at that time. So like there were 3 people basically that were going to be on the work schedule each week. Me, my boss, and then my coworker. That they were like very, very part-time. Like, legitimately, they were there like twice a week at max. But yeah, so he was working on the schedule and kind of was like trying to figure out what to do for Valentine's Day. And I was like, actually, could you please schedule me to work for Valentine's Day? Because I was like, I don't want anybody to ask me out. Because at that time, I was like on a break from dating. Like, I just, I didn't really have like the time or mental capacity for it. And I had like a few people that like had kind of been expressing an interest in me, and like I felt really bad because I just wasn't interested in them and didn't even have the time to like consider it. And so I was like, can you please schedule me to work on Valentine's Day so that I don't have to, so I can just tell people, sorry, I'm working that night, like I can't do anything. I was like, I need an excuse. So my excuse was work. And my boss, of course, was like, yeah, and like he wanted to go out with his girlfriend and stuff, so it worked out great. And I don't know if my other coworker was dating anybody at the time. It was kind of funny with my other coworker. I never knew. Like, I had heard some people say that he had a girlfriend, but I never heard anything from him. So I just genuinely had no clue. But it worked out great. I was like, sweet, I'm gonna work that night. And so yeah, I you know, was great. I did use it as an excuse to maybe one or two people. I was like, sorry, I'm working, like I can't go out, like whoops, it's too bad. I was actually really relieved because like I said, like I just did not have the mental capacity for dating or any of that kind of stuff, and so it worked out excellently. But so fast forward to the night of Valentine's Day that year, and I think it feels like it was like a Tuesday or something, just some random night. I was just chilling. It was really quiet because most people were out for Valentine's Day. I was kind of just chilling. I was like, this is great. I can just work on some like little projects and stuff that I need to do and just chill. And it was great. Not too long before closing. The store closed at like 9, and I think it was probably just after 8. A friend of mine walked in, and this was one of those friends that had like kind of expressed an interest in me in the past, and I had tried to kind of, turn him down, just be like, hey, I don't see you in that way, like we can still be friends. I just, I don't want to be anything more than friends. But so he comes in and I'm like, oh, this is going to be interesting because it's Valentine's Day and he's here. I was assuming probably to see me. And so we chat for a little bit, and I don't know exactly how we got there, but we get to a point and he offers to buy me a booster box of Magic the Gathering. And I'm just like, do I say yes? Do I say no? Like, I really want a booster box. And like, I don't mind, like, if friends want to give me gifts, but I don't want people to give me gifts with an expectation for like me saying yes to a date in response, So I was just like, kind of like, what do I do here? And so I just, essentially, I was like, I just had to be very firm. I'm like, I won't say no. Like, I would love a booster box, but like, you have to understand, like, it doesn't mean anything. Like, it's just a gift from one friend to another. Like, I can't give you anything in return for this. And so they were just like, yeah, whatever. And it was funny. At the end of the day, like, we worked it out. So they bought me the box. They let me pick out which one I want. It was Throne of Eldraine. I love that set. And so we came up with a deal. So they got me the booster box, and all I had to do was give them a handshake, like just shake their hand in return. So as I was closing up shop, I shook their hand, and then I took my booster box and I went home to open it. And that was one of my interesting little Valentine's Day experiences. I was very conflicted. I'm just like, this is such a strange situation, and like I don't want to lead them on. Like, I always worry about leading people on because I'm really friendly. Like, I care a lot about just being like thoughtful and considerate of others and just being like a friendly person. And so I was like, I like really hope that they understand that like that we will never be anything more than friends. And so it was kind of a weird situation like that, but I was so excited about that booster box. It was a fun box to open. I love Throne of Eldraine. It's a fantastic set. And I think it was like $200 box or something too. So it was like, it wasn't cheap. And so I felt I still felt kind of bad accepting it, but it was like ultimately like I made sure to be like, this is totally your choice. Like you understand that all you were getting is I'm going to shake your hand. I really like a professional business handshake. Like that's just like a silly little thing of mine. Like any chance I can have to give somebody a professional business handshake, I'll usually take it. Just because it makes me feel so fancy and business professional and whatever. And I like feeling business professional. I'm a business owner, so it makes sense. And so I was like, this is, you understand, this is it. Like, there will never be anything else. Like, and yeah, I guess that was good enough for them. And I kind of felt bad because I was like, I don't know. I felt bad, but ultimately, like, I made sure it was like, you understand that that's it. That's the extent of it. And they were okay with that. And then, like, there were some other awkward encounters with this friend later on, but later they ended up dating somebody else, and I was so happy to see them happy with someone. I don't know if they're still together because it's been a long time since I really knew them, but that was my fun little interesting Valentine's Day experience. But yeah, I'm a lot more excited for this year. I am going to work that for the first part of the day, but then I think we're going to go to Red Robin's for dinner because we wanted to pick a place that was like a sit-down place, but not like where everybody's gonna be. So we're hoping Red Robin will be safe. And we also happen to have a gift card for Red Robin, so that's really convenient. But yeah, I'm excited to build Legos because I don't know which set we're gonna build. I have a lot of unbuilt Lego sets just because I have an addiction to buying Lego sets. And so before we got married, I had maybe five, I think like five unbuilt Lego sets. And then since we've gotten married, so we bought and built one Lego set together, and then we bought another one together that we haven't built yet, and then he got me one for my birthday that I also haven't built yet. So like we have so many options. We've got like big fancy creator sets. We've got this cute little noodle shop. There's Indiana Jones. We have this cool, it's like a car shop. Like it's so cute. But yeah, we've got all kinds of different things and options, and I'm just excited because I love Legos. So yeah, I think this year's gonna be fun. A lot less stress because the only person I'm getting stuff from is somebody who I am very much so in love with, and so it works out great. But yeah, that is my little bit of story / history about my experience with Valentine's Day in the past. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys have any exciting or eventful Valentine's Day stories. I'd love to hear them. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.